Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today, we're talking about an $800 Oculus Quest 2 that doesn't require a Facebook login. This isn't some knockoff product or something from a competitor. This is an official headset from Facebook. Now this topic is going to leave us with a few more questions and answers, but I'm going to break everything down for you guys, from how much does it actually cost to make an Oculus Quest 2, why would anyone get an $800 version, and just how much is your personal data actually worth. So let's not waste any more time and jump right into this video, starting with the cost of the Oculus Quest 2. The obvious selling point of the Oculus Quest 2 is that insane $299 price tag for an all-in-one device. While we'll never truly know exactly what it costs Facebook to manufacture a unit, it's speculated that Facebook is taking a loss on every headset sold. Even if there is a slight profit margin on these headsets, when you factor in the cost of research and development, the Quest 2 isn't a profitable device. But this is a fairly common occurrence with some consumer hardware. Gaming consoles are generally sold in this manner, and the bulk of the profit is made off software and other subscription sales. Many other VR companies do not have this luxury. This is one of the reasons why headsets from HTC, Microsoft, HP, and so on are just more expensive. For these companies, it's a simple hardware sale, and they'll need to make a profit on each unit sold, and recoup their research and development costs. Not only can Facebook rely on software sales, their business model is also highly dependent on collecting user data. This is why the headset includes a Facebook login requirement, and the company won't allow you to create dummy accounts. Facebook wants to know exactly who you are and attach as much information as possible to your profile. Everything from your physical information, browser history, computer information, dimensions of your home, movement patterns, online interactions, and your purchase history is constantly being collected. Overall, it's a pretty insane amount of information, and you'd be surprised what Facebook can actually do with it. One study actually indicated that, based on body movements alone and your previous usage, within only a few minutes of collecting a user's movement data, they would be able to determine who is actually using the headset. Now that's an example of some potential capabilities, but what is Facebook actually using this data for right now? Well, in their friendly marketing terms, it's used to power social features and improve XR features. In reality, it's crucial data that helps Facebook learn how to target individuals, grow their platform, and improve their overall feature set. Now obviously there's some good and bad potential here. Collecting information such as the average user play space could definitely help optimize applications and improve the functionality of the Guardian. At the same time, it's insight into your personal living space. Now you could run through all the data that Facebook collects and see how this can be extremely useful information to the company, but also a potential privacy concern. Now Facebook also shares this information with third-party apps, developers, general Oculus content creators, and all other divisions of Facebook. So that's a lot of information being spread across a vast network. So then, how much is your privacy actually worth? Well, it looks like Facebook has decided it's $500 plus a yearly $180 subscription. That's what an Oculus Quest 2 without their Facebook login requirement will be sold for. So who's going to buy an $800 headset with a yearly subscription? Well, it's not the general consumer, but this might actually be a little peek into what a standalone headset from another company might cost. But at the same time, the general consumer is not the target for these headsets. There is a legitimate reason why developers would want a headset that doesn't attach to a personal account, and this is one way Facebook can accommodate them. Now this might sound like a little bit of extortion, but this is common practice for some other products. Historically, business ISP packages had no overall benefit at all compared to a consumer package, but were always sold at 3 times the price or higher. That $180 yearly subscription also includes business services and support, so once again, this isn't intended for consumers, and I doubt Facebook will even sell these outside of a developer contract. We've already seen that the $299 price tag is one of the most appealing attributes of the Oculus Quest 2, and the average user doesn't seem to care about giving up their privacy or letting Facebook share their information. The whole Facebook data collection issue falls into a few different categories, including ignorance, nonchalance, compliance, or just complete indifference. Personally, I've given in. I would like the opportunity to cover this hardware, and my personal information is the cost of entry. I have absolutely zero judgment on anyone who falls into any of these categories. Now, this Oculus Quest also has the potential to be a security concern for Facebook. all attempts to jailbreak the Oculus Quest 2 have failed, but these new headsets would undoubtedly be examined for any new avenue to exploit. While these headsets won't require a specific Facebook user to be logged in, they will most likely still be reporting back in and performing some kind of security checks. It's always possible that Facebook could overlook a security flaw in the development of this product, but so far they've had a really good track record. So we'll just have to see what happens in the future, but those dreams we once had about a jailbroken Quest in the past now feel like a distant memory. Okay, so that answers most of the who, what, where, when, and why, but now I have a bunch of follow-up questions for you guys listening. Putting the subscription fee aside, would you spend $500 more to avoid using a Facebook account? If HTC comes out with a standalone headset that's priced between $600 and $800, but does not have a login requirement, would you consider buying it? Do you think the average user data is worth $500? Or that's just a number that Facebook picked because they knew developers would be willing to pay for it? And my final question is, if you were to buy an $800 Oculus Quest 2, rather than removing the Facebook login, what updates would you like to see it include instead? Personally, I'd love to see a device that was more comfortable, had an increased battery life, larger FOV, and some more horsepower. So basically, I'm looking to upgrade everything. Okay, so I know that was a lot of questions thrown your way, and usually these videos are about me telling you things rather than asking questions, but I'm really curious how you guys feel about this, and would absolutely love to hear your responses. Okay everybody, so that was today's video. It was a little bit different than normal. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and as always, I will see you guys on next time.